Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, folks. Michael Zuber, one rental at a time. Back with the man, myth, the legend. He's in SWAT, so he's a pretty bad dude. Mr. Millennial Mike. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Thanks for having me on.
Absolutely, man. Hey, one of the things I love to do is just rap about topics because you just never know when somebody will hear it. You know that I have this saying, don't you can go broke buying cheap.
Yes.
I've seen so many people enamored with a price point and they buy it because, it's so bad. I have so many people in California that have said it costs less than my car.
Yes.
Well,
yes.
Why does that make it a good deal exactly?
Yeah,
So,
right.
And as the cost of capital goes up, we're actually seeing people do it in other ways. So let's talk about going broke buying cheap, because I know lots of people are going to do it. And I just want to warn them that it's always and always has been a bad idea.
Yes. And it's actually getting significantly worse right now. And I'm going to explain why. So I'm the guy in your course who does the out-of-state investment portion of your course.
Thank you for that. Yep.
No problem. And if you haven't bought Mike's course, you really should, because it's a great course. But one of the reasons why most people decide to invest out of state is because there's too big of a barrier to entry in California, New York, Seattle, where I'm from, and they're saying, I can't afford it, but they want to invest in real estate. Fair enough. There's good markets in the Midwest. And it's just a little bit more tricky to invest out of state, but that's another video. Now, how people are making a mistake is, number one, like you said, which has been going on for a long time, dude, a $60,000 house, that's the cheapest piece of property that I've ever seen. It must be a good deal. It just must be, right? No. What does it rent for locally? What are the local costs and expenses? Okay. If it's been on the market for more than 30 days, okay, why did none of the local investors buy it? Well, maybe there's a problem.
Thank you. Yes.
There's probably a problem with it, okay? But what's compounding this problem and making it worse right now is the rising interest rates. Your property that cash flowed, and what I consider a good and great deal is a property that cash flows $250 a month or more after all expenses. Well, that is getting annihilated by rising interest rates. When they go from 3.5% to 6.5%, your $250 a month cash flow becomes $125. And so I keep getting asked by people, they DM me on Instagram, which please go follow me there, or they put it in the comments, should I accept less cash flow because of interest rates? Should I just be willing to accept that? No, this is where you hold firm. This is where you do not compromise, because you are going to get dangerously close to creating an alligator property, and it will be painful for you. So the advice I'm giving other people is what you have said on your channel, and I'm going to echo here. Put out lowball offers. Some people are listing their houses because they're still hoping to catch the top of the market. It's too late. But there are people, because of death, divorce, and other issues, that have to sell. And when you make those offers to them and they're not getting any other offers because other investors are finding this same problem, they may accept your lowball offer. If it's a $75,000 house, but the numbers don't work, don't offer 75. Offer 65 and see what happens.
Yeah, I want to be very clear with all of my students. I've been saying this for the last month or so. We are only writing great offers today. So in your example, I don't care if the house is listed at 75. You do the numbers, you adjust your mortgage payment. It's 6.5, not 3.5. And the yield says, right? I use yield, you use cash flow. It doesn't matter. Same stuff. You have to offer 64. Right? 64 is a great deal. 66 is a good deal, and 70 is an average deal. It's listed at 75. Right. 75 is a bad deal. I don't care if it's cheaper than your car. I don't care if it's 1/10 the cost of your housing. I don't give a rat's ass. Your job today, and has always been, to write great offers. So in this example, you're supposed to write the offer at least no higher than 64. You're going to get, hell no, you don't understand my house, it's special, blah, blah, blah. Fine. Pick a different one. Or you're going to get a counter. Your job at the point of counter is to go, okay, do I want to go up from 64, which is great? Maybe I'll do 66 good in this very simple example. That is your call. You can stay at 64, or you can go to 65, or you can go to 66. You are not, in this example, to go above 66. If they come to 69 and you're at 66, I don't care. Wait. Wait. Time. Buyers. Time is on your side.
Mhm.
This is not 2020 or 2021 where you had to decide in 7 seconds. The only way you got deals in the MLS the last 2 years was to be first.
Mhm.
It is not about, frankly, I don't even look at first day listings anymore. It has changed. I want to look at 2 weeks or older now.
Yeah.
You just change with the market.
What needs to happen in your mind, and this is hard for some people to do, especially if they've been looking at their market every day for a year, like you've talked about. Your buy box is shifting. One of the components of a buy box, it's not just the size, the location, the amount of bedrooms and bathrooms, it's also the price point.
Yes.
And what that $75,000 house last year at a 3.5% interest rate fit into my buy box and was a great deal. But the buy box shifted because interest rates moved. And you have to get your head around that, even though you've been looking. And just a couple months ago, Mike, this was a great deal.
Yeah.
The past is the past, buddy. The past is the past. So put the lowball offer out. And if you get rejected, who cares? Did you guys have a better experience in high school than me? I got rejected all the time. You need to build up a muscle and work on that. It's not that bad.
It's a callus. It just becomes a callus. And again, I'm going to be very clear, right? I'm very clear on my channel. In 2020, I wrote 100 offers and got like 2 counters. Most people don't have relationships with agents where you're going to write 100 offers. That turned out to be a very bad idea because, again, we were coming out of 19 into 2020. Nobody knew what was going to happen. Waste of time. My agents, we didn't get any deals. We got lots off market, but none of those. This year, going forward, it is time to write offers. I don't think I'll write 100, but I'll write 50 because I'm going to get a lot more counters. That's what I'm fishing for. I have only ever written great offers. In some markets, I'm willing to accept good deals. This market, I'm very clear. I have raised my minimum exception from 6 to 7%. I am only doing great deals going forward because I have been doing this 22 years. I know what is coming, and it is exciting to see. Looks like we're missing Mike. Are you still there? Well, folks, we lost Mike. Millennial Mike. Follow him on Instagram and on YouTube. Go check out his channel. Thank you very much for watching. I love the colors. That looks like Breakout. There's a game called Breakout. Anyways, take care.